Hi, I'm Ken Miller, Director of Entertainment for the Broadmoor Hotel. Welcome to Broadmoor Entertainment's Interview Cafe. Two-time Grammy nominee Boney James is tearing up the Billboard charts with his 10th solo album, Shine. Over the past decade, Boney has earned 4 gold certifications on a string of hugely successful albums, blending jazz and R&B, virtually spawning the subgenre known as urban jazz. In addition to his recording achievements, Boney will bring his passion for live performance to Earl Clue's 5th annual Weekend of Jazz right here at the Broadmoor. So, here's our interview with Boney James. Well, it's really a pleasure to have you here, Boney. I'm just really very grateful that you're spending your time with us today. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to be here.
Cool, cool. Well, one of the reasons we have Interview Cafe is to ask questions about the creative process that you would go through for whatever it is that you're working on right now. And I'm just hoping that you might be able to share a little bit with us on that.
Well, I mean, the words creative process, that's a large subject.
Very big subject, yeah.
So, I mean, I think there's different elements to it. You know, I mean, luckily, I just get ideas sometimes, you know. I'll be sitting around and I'll get a little scrap of a melody running through my head, and so luckily I've got the studio set up at home and I can run across the backyard and put things down on, I used to say on tape, but now it's in the computer, and then I just keep playing with it. You know, it's almost like building a model to me. That's what I always think it is. It's building a model or putting a puzzle together. It reminds me of those pursuits from childhood that I always used to love, you know, solitary and creative in a way, but the thing about building a model that's a record is that you don't know what it's going to look like when you're done. So you're kind of putting all these little pieces together and trying to see if they fit or not. And it's a lot of experimentation that goes into it, but there's always that internal compass that lets you know that that's right. You know, and I don't know what right means, but right to me in that moment. And that's sort of how these records that I've been making have all come to pass.
Wow. That's really interesting. And I mean, and so you're continually in that mode, or is it
pretty
a thing?
much?
Yeah.
I mean, when I turn a record in, usually there's 3 or 4 months where I really can't even bear to think about it. You know, and also you get busy promoting things, and so that cuts into your time spent doing this. But there's always that time 3 or 4 months after I finish a project when I just start to feel the itch in a way to start doing this, because I still do love doing it after all these years.
Oh, and how many, is it 10 CDs?
Yeah, I think, well, the new one that I just started working on, a brand new one that's hopefully going to come out next Valentine's Day is what I'm shooting for, and that's going to be my 13th.
Wow.
I think, yeah.
Wow, that's
because I got a couple Christmas records in there, so that.
Oh, that's, well, I can't wait to get them.
Thank you.
So, sooner the better.
Thank you.
Well, I have one more question for you, if it's okay. We have an interest in your thoughts of the Broadmoor, and have you enjoyed your visit with us?
Yeah, well, it's a beautiful hotel. I mean, I love a luxury hotel, and luckily in my job I get to travel around and see a bunch of them. But it's really world class, and so I'm really glad to be here. We're having a great time.
Wow, great. Well, we're all looking forward to tonight. It's just going to be a great show, and thank you again so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Today, it's really nice.
Thank you. Good luck tonight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Or break a leg.
That's it for today. Thank
Great.
you.